All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming to our meeting tonight. The purpose of this meeting is to conduct the business of the Gettysburg Area School District. Board of Directors meetings and committee meetings are open to the public but are not public meetings. All school district residents who wish to make public comment should sign in prior to the start of the meeting and request to speak during citizens' participation. School district residents wishing to speak to the board shall do so only during the citizen participation section of the meeting. Public comment is welcome and all issues will be referred to the appropriate board committee or administrator. Comments will be summarized in the official board minutes, which will be available by contacting the business office. Please take a moment to silence your cell phones and other electronic devices. Prior to this meeting, our board conducted an administrative session, and we have all of our board members present except for Dr. Moyer over here, who is excused this evening. All right, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, so for citizens' participation this evening, we have two people, together, great. Nancy Lilly and Janet Riggs. Come on up.
I don't know, we were going to be right up. Hello.
Welcome.
We are Janet Riggs and Nancy Lilly, and we are here on behalf of Pathways to Racial Justice. We are a community and faith-based group working to create a world where racial justice is woven into the fabric of society, ensuring dignity, equity, and opportunity for all. The success of our children depends on their ability to effectively deal with the rapidly changing multiracial and multicultural world in a way that facilitates success and happiness. All students need many different positive role models to help mentor their hopes and dreams and to prepare them to succeed in a global environment. We believe that diversity among our educators strengthens learning, broadens perspectives, and helps every student feel seen and valued. To that end, we urge the Gettysburg Area School District to form a task force or adopt a clear action plan to recruit, hire, and retain African American and Hispanic teachers and administrators. This is about preparing all our students to live and lead in a diverse world and showing them through our own example that every child belongs and can thrive. Thank you.
Great, thank you both so much. I remember last meeting, a couple of your other team members came up too, so thank you guys for coming back and speaking to us again. All right, we are moving on to routine approvals. I'm going to take these together unless anyone has a need to separate them. Looking for a motion to do 5.1, the agenda, 5.2, regular board minutes from the 5th, 5.3, regular board minutes from the 20th, and 5.4, the human resources recommendations.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Any questions?
Madam President, I just have a comment.
Yes, go ahead,
I would
Kathleen.
like to thank Christina Cooley for her 20 years of service as a reading specialist, and we wish her all the best in retirement.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Okay, great. Hearing none. A vote. Kathleen.
Yes.
Ryan.
Yes.
Dave.
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Tim.
Yes.
Donna.
Yes.
Justine.
Yes.
And I vote yes. Moving on to items for board action. The first item on our agenda is 6.1, the Team Room Warrior Stadium scope modification. So when we're looking at this one as written on the agenda, this vote is going to come perhaps a little bit differently than what we normally do. We're not doing a vote yes or no. We're doing a vote for option 1 or option 2 is the way I read that. So we've, discussed the different things on here for a while, but we will have an opportunity to ask further questions and discuss more before the vote. But just to clarify that when we are looking for a vote, you would be answering either option 1 or option 2. Okay. So could I have a motion to put the Team Room Warriors Stadium scope modification vote on the table as written for those 2 options?
So moved.
And a second. Thank you. Any questions or comment on 6.1?
I
Go
do
ahead,
have
Donna.
a question. So in option 2, it says that the administration maintains its. Thank you, honey. It says the administration maintains its previous recommendations is to select scope option. Is that central office administration or who we talking
That's
about
correct.
here?
District administration, when this first came up, our recommendation was to go with option 2.
Okay, so that's the administration that we're talking about.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so the history on this vote, just a reminder for the board members, is that this project was approved by the former board at option 1, which included the pathway and the viewing platform. The recommendation, like Dr. Massner just said from the administration at the time, was option 2, which is the project without the viewing platform or pathway. And the reason that it was able to be brought back to the table was because of a delay in the ability to build because of a variety of permits, shall we say. I'll just put it that way. Is that adequate and efficiently explained?
Yes, that is accurate.
Wonderful. Thank you. And so now it's back in front of us with those 2 options. Any further questions or comments?
Just one question.
Go ahead,
and I
Ryan.
apologize for not going through the earlier minutes in sufficient detail, but is there any difference between the current scope option number 1 as is written here and what the board voted on in the fall?
There's not.
Okay.
Go ahead, Kathleen.
Can you please remind us why the administration recommends those 2 line items be removed?
The main reasons for us had to do with if we had the viewing platform, we had concerns about some safety and security issues that would be up on top of it.
Any further comments or questions? Okay, hearing none. We are going to take it to a vote then, and remember your vote is option 1, which is the one that includes the platform and view and pathway, or option 2, which does not. Okay. Ryan. Sorry, I always do it that way. I apologize. I'm just going around.
I'm voting for option number 1.
Thank you. Dave.
2.
Thank you. Mike.
1.
Thank you. Tim.
1.
Thank you. Donna.
2.
Thank you. Justine.
2.
Thank you. Kathleen.
1.
Thank you. And I vote for option 1 as well. All right. Moving on to 6.2, the LIU general operating budget for 26-27 school year. We looked at this last meeting. Snow days and snow schedule took a lot out of my brain. And we're looking for a motion to vote it through.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
All right. Any questions on the LIU general operating budget?
I do have a question. It's more
Go
for
ahead.
just general curiosity. Over the past couple of months, we've talked about how some of, I guess, the responsibilities, for lack of a better way to put it, from the LIU have come back to the district. And could Dr. Matzner or Dr. McFarland explain why we're seeing a budget increase over there? Is it just cost and everything else is going up, or is there a specific reason that you can explain?
I certainly could try. I know this is just their general operating budget. The conversations that we've had that involve bringing some of the special ed classrooms back, the IU is still offering obviously a lot of supports in other areas. So I would assume that's partially what their budget increase is about. There are specific programs that we need to bring back, but not all of them. And even the ones that we do bring back, I know that if we're bringing them back completely, I know the IU is still offering some supports for those if districts choose to take on those supports.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions about the LIU general operating budget? Okay, hearing none, we'll take a vote. Dave?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes?
Tim?
Yes.
Donna?
Yes.
Justine?
Yes.
Kathleen?
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes.
And I vote yes. All right. 6.3, 26-27 District Academic Calendar. Can I get a motion for that?
Second.
Thank you. Any questions about the calendar? Every time around this year, I can't believe we're already thinking about next year's calendar, but I know we have to. I guess it is February. All right, we will take a vote on that one. Mike?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Donna?
Yes.
Justine?
Yes.
Kathleen?
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
And I vote yes. All right, moving on to information items. 7.1, thank you, Dave. Enjoy the last basketball thing.
Senior night.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, 7.1 is ACTI Nursing Agreement 2526. Do we have any questions on that information item? Okay. I believe, just for some context, I want to say, you maybe could share what you shared with me about how we looked at this in the past, I think, right?
We did. I'm actually turn it over to Morgan.
Great, thank you. I appreciate that. Just to give a little information while it's here.
So the board previously did look at this document back in October. And during that time, it was going under review from both ACTI Council and Gettysburg Area School District Council as well. And throughout the course of those discussions, it was one as an information item before the board, which is probably what you're remembering seeing it as before. During those council discussions, there were some changes that were made to the agreement, which, as you can see, is highlighted, I believe, in red, but there should be a paragraph that was noted in the attachments for you to see of what that major change was. So due to that change through the course of those conversations, that's why you're seeing it again as an information item here.
Thank you. That's, I feel like, important information for those of us that were on the board back in October, so I appreciate that. For those of you who weren't, that's what the red is for. Any other questions about that information item? Great. Moving on to 7.2, Illustrative Math K-5 Curriculum Resource. I'm excited. Dr. McFarland.
That's me. Good evening. I'd like to share a brief update regarding our recent math work at the elementary level. At the beginning of 24-25 school year, our administrative team and a core group of teachers began exploring possible math programs to replace our currently, and since I've been here, everyday math program resource. During the second semester of last school year, we decided to further explore two specific math programs, our Eureka program and IM math program through Imagine Learning. As a team, we traveled to both to observe this program and work in other districts. We went to numerous grade levels, numerous classrooms, a few different schools. We met with various teachers to gain, not only observe the program, but to gain some authentic information from them on the pros and cons of both of them. After taking all this into consideration, we made the decision this year to pilot both Eureka and our IM program. Currently, Eureka is being piloted by one teacher in second grade, third grade, and then across our fifth grade in one elementary building, while our IM program is being piloted in kindergarten, first grade, and across fourth grade at another one of our elementary buildings. All of our pilot teachers received training prior to the start of the school year, ongoing support during the school year from our team, as well as representatives from each company. After a semester of implementation just a little while ago and support, we met again as a team to evaluate each of these resources and really determine what our next steps would be looking into next school year. And through the lens of our district math vision statement, our core beliefs, we asked each of our pilot teachers to evaluate their individual resource in the terms of focus on the major work of mathematics, conceptual understanding, procedural fluency, inquiry and problem solving, mathematical discourse and collaboration, coherence and connections, instructional supports, assessment, and student agency. The results of our discussion and evaluation overwhelmingly brought us to the conclusion of recommending that we move forward with purchasing and utilizing our the IM program as our K-5 math resource beginning with the 26-27 school year. Prior to our meeting this evening, our administrative team started to explore the cost of this adventure and began negotiating with the company. I'm happy to report that after much work from our team, we are below the expected budgetary line item to purchase this program for the next 5 years. Samples of the IM program and resource are out in our district office right now, located in the lobby. I invite you to explore these materials prior to our next board meeting. Finally, I'd like to thank the work of and leadership of our staff, our teachers, during this extensive and very important process. Their dedication to this endeavor, in addition to all of the extra responsibilities that they already have, is greatly appreciated. I thank you, and please feel free to reach out to me if you have any other questions about the resource.
Great, thank you, Dr. McFarland. Are there any other questions right now? I love hearing that both pilots were used to ensure kind of appropriate data there, and I'm glad that it was useful to do that. Look forward to reviewing those. Moving on to 7.3, the MOU workday calendar, MOU for the workday calendar, a memorandum of understanding with our teachers union just to align the workday chart that exists in the collective bargaining agreement for readjusting with the current calendar changes with hours instead of days. Any questions about that? Go ahead, Ryan.
Just one, are we then going to be voting on this in the next meeting?
Yep, so the way that the memorandum of understanding works with the Gettysburg Area Education Association is that they talked with the administration to work that out, and their body of members in the union voted on it. So it's coming in front of us because that is an agreement that has been met between the two. Just officially has to get voted on by us to change the collective bargaining agreement. Other questions about that? Great. So yes, that will be an item to vote on next meeting. Are there any board committee reports? Great. I guess I will say a board committee report. So we over the last couple of meetings have been mentioning that we're looking at changing our committee structure. So that more board members can attend these board committee meetings. The intention for this month is that this will be the last month that has board committee meetings on the Tuesday and the Thursday. So not tomorrow. Next week's Tuesday will be the policy committee meeting as usual at 4, and then on the third Thursday at 4 for finance and facilities. And then moving into March, we are looking to shift over to the committee of the whole structure. So that would look like the board meeting that is the first meeting of the month would then in fact effectively serve as our committee meeting. We'd put the information from those committees into that big meeting together that enables all the board members to be present for that conversation and information to kind of increase transparency and making sure everyone has all the information they need. We currently have many teachers and people who are on the committees with us, so the intention of that meeting would also be to have time for comments from the staff and review of kind of what they've been looking at as well. Okay, so still including input from our teachers who are able to come, and continuing to hopefully get better information shared among all of us on the board. That would be starting in March. And those, of course, are also public meetings, and we will change the way that's advertised. I'll talk to Belinda about that to make sure that the public's very clear on what time that's happening. But for the month of February, we still have a policy committee meeting next Tuesday at 4, and a Finance and Facilities Committee meeting the following Thursday at 4. Okay.
Hey, Alice.
Yeah, go ahead.
I did want to say that we had a meeting for the
Great.
ACTI on Wednesday, and we just discussed just normal stuff, but we are getting ready to start interviews for the process for hiring a new director over the next couple weeks. So hopefully in the next 3 to 4 weeks, we should have somebody for that position, so they can be at the same time and get that crossover that they need for that position.
Great. That's a very exciting update. Thank you. Yeah.
And I just have a logistical question. For the past 2 meetings, this one included, we've had the interfaith group Pathways to Racial Justice come and talk and request that we form a subcommittee. And I don't know if the formation of that subcommittee would require a board vote, or how it would progress if we were to acknowledge a request and put that to the board.
Yeah, sure. Great question. So the way that, as we were reviewing the committee structures in general, right, the way that committees can be formed is through the president of the board. So as the board decides to kind of discuss things further and move to take, something into, not action, but into forming some sort of subcommittee, while we're looking at moving into the committee of the whole, it would still allow us the space to make subcommittees to address other areas. So yeah, to answer your question, yes, we could do that. I would love to talk more about that, and I think we can continue to do that moving into the following meeting and month with that new committee structure. Yeah, thank you for bringing that up.
Great, thanks.
All right, moving on to program reports. Dr. Messner.
Yes, just a few announcements and some calendar items. I'll do the calendar items first. We did have to reschedule our 4th and 5th grade orchestra and band concerts from Snowmageddon last week. So those are now on February 4th this week. 4th grade, 5th grade orchestra is at 6 o'clock, and 4th and 5th grade band is at 6:45. We do have an early dismissal coming up on February 12th, and we have no school for our students on the 13th and the 16th for a PD Day and President's Day. So those are some calendar items. I also want to shout out to our boys wrestling team. I'm sure you all heard they repeated as District 3 champions, so I would like to congratulate the boys wrestling team and wish good luck to the girls wrestling team. They are starting to compete in the first District 3 championship tournament for girls wrestling this week. I believe they start tomorrow or Wednesday. Wednesday. So shout out, congratulations to the boys, and good luck to the girls.
All right, that brings us to our calendar of board events. Our next meeting is scheduled for Tuesday because of President's Day, February 17th in this room at 7 p.m. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Adjourned.